Toni Harris Taylor, and in today's episode, we're going to talk about how to make your networking go viral. It's time to get drastic. Let's go. All right, so you want your networking to go viral. So what does it mean to go viral? That means you go to one event and then it's the event that keeps giving and giving and giving and giving. Yes, if you learn how to network correctly to grow your business, networking can go viral. One connection can lead to the next connection, that can lead to the next connection, that can lead to the next connection. In fact, I have a great example of this. My client, Val. Val is a copywriter. Val joined my networking group, she joined my coaching, and Val started to show up. So lesson number one is you have to show up if you want your networking to go viral. You can't do it from behind your computer. You've got to either show up on virtual events or show up on in-person events. And if you want to take your networking national, you've got to show up on national events. So Val shows up. Every time I have an event, she is there. Even if it costs money, she pays the money because she knows that she's going to make connections that's going to lead to the next connection, to the next connection. Don't worry about who's there and if there's going to be someone there that I'm going to connect with. Yes, the answer is yes. There's always going to be someone there you can connect with because everybody shows up for the same reason. So Val has the perfect attitude. I'm just going to show up, she says, and whatever happens, happens. Here's what I know for sure. If you don't show up, nothing's going to happen. If you do show up, possibilities are endless. So the first thing you want to do to make your networking go viral is show up. Number two, you've got to build relationships. You can't stand off in the corner waiting for someone to approach you, or if you're virtual, you can't not have your camera on or be off on another screen doing something else. You've got to be there listening to who people are, what they do, and build relationships. Ask them more questions. If it's in person, you can get more details about who they are, what they do, where they're from. Do they have children? Have they lived in the area long? Is this an event you come to often? These are ways to start great conversations at networking events. If it's online, then you can private chat them. Send them a private chat. Hey, I heard your introduction. Love to learn more about you. Here's my calendar link. Let's get together and see how we can help each other to grow. Remember, everybody's there for the same reason. Val is a master at connecting and building relationships and asking the questions so that she can find the common denominator, or she can figure out how she can help that person by connecting them with someone in her network that she's already built relationships with. Number three, and Val does this perfectly, you've got to give before you receive. You got to be intentional about giving first. Val is very intentional about giving to her network, even when she doesn't know the person very well. But what that does is it creates where they feel like they have to connect with her and give her something. It's brilliant, right? So when Val shows up to events and she meets someone, she listens very intently to who they are and what they do, asks what they need, and then she provides what they need. And the only way you can do that is if you have a network to share. And the only way to have a network to share is to show up. But once you have a network you can share, then you can help their networking go viral, right? The next thing that Val is excellent at is connecting with them on social media. She connects with them on social media. She reviews their profile to find out who they are and what they do. They tell you all their business on Facebook. So she connects with them. She sees who they are, what they do, what their family looks like, what they're up to. And then she digs deeper on that information. It's called intelligence, right? So connecting with someone on social media when you meet them, and then staying connected, commenting, engaging with them. That's how you build a relationship that then they refer you, and it goes on and on and on. So networking can go viral. The fifth thing that Val is a master at is follow-up. She has one-to-ones. She schedules the one-to-ones while she's at the meeting. And she makes sure that she follows through on those one-to-ones. What's a one-to-one? It's a coffee, a lunch, or a Zoom meeting where you just have a conversation about who are you, what are you doing, how long have you been doing it, what is your current project, how can I help you? And then she genuinely wants to help. So in December, Val joined my networking group, and she started practicing all of these strategies that I am teaching you today. And within 4 months, Val had received 94 connections and referrals. December to April, 94 connections and referrals. One of those referrals led her to a nationally recognized commercial interior designer, and that interior designer does commercials for a big home service provider. And so now Val's content will be going national and international, all because of a connection that started with showing up to one networking event. Everything is going bigger and bigger and bigger. Do you want to be viral? Do you want your brand to be known everywhere? Then you've got to learn the strategies for viral networking. These strategies work. In the last 15 years, when people ask me, how do you know? I'm like, stop right there. You don't even have to ask. It's all networking. That's where you want to be. And when you do that, it will take your business to 6 figures and beyond. I'm very proud of my client, Val. She's an excellent student because she does exactly what I tell her, and she shows up everywhere. You got to be just like Val, and you too will be on your way to being a viral networker and a 6-figure entrepreneur. This is Toni Harris Taylor saying, take a drastic step today and let's go viral for a fantastic tomorrow.